Hey guys, it's Sunday, and welcome back to the Den. So, this week on the Den, we were talking about my gay card being revoked.
So, not exactly in those words.
But basically.
It comes to my attention that this one has not seen a myriad of what I would consider queer essential viewing. Things that he's going to see referenced in gay culture and not understand because he's not seen the movie. So,
well, I mean, up until this week.
Yeah, we started the Edu-Gay-Tion of Mizz Doctor.
Mizz Phyllis Doctor.
Mm-hmm. He hadn't seen 9 to 5. He hadn't seen
Working Girl.
Paris is Burning. So what else did we watch this week?
Well, not just this week. We also watched...
Pretty Woman. But, I mean, in the past, we've caught up on a couple things as well. But,
yeah, like Mommy Dearest.
Yeah. Yeah, he hasn't seen quite a few things that a lot of people would call, like, queer essentials, or we're going to take your gay card away because you haven't seen this movie. Just because I feel like it's worth his time to see it, and plus he's going to get a lot more gay culture references, especially because we both like to watch Drag Race, and it's chock full of... Like, you didn't have any idea that Category was something that was Paris is Burning. You had no idea. Or a lot of the terms that came from Paris is Burning, which existed before, obviously, but were kind of highlighted in Paris is Burning.
A lot of Bob the Drag Queen quotes. Mm-hmm. Why y'all gagging? We bring it to you every week.
Well, and he's a New York queen, so that was
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've been kind of going through the essentials, because there's still a lot that we need to show you. Like, you haven't seen Steel Magnolias.
Yes, I have. Oh, I've seen Steel Magnolias. I just don't watch it because I bawl my friggin' eyes out.
You told me you've only seen part of it.
No. I've seen Steel Magnolias many times. It was my mom's favorite movie. That part where they're doing the Easter egg hunt and she, like, faints. What does she have, a stroke or an aneurysm or something? And she, like, falls down and faints. And
yeah, it's the diabetic thing, right?
Yes. She collapses while they're doing the Easter egg hunt.
Yeah, the whole drink your juice, Shelby. Well, that's a different scene, but like the same thing happened.
Yeah.
But we've kind of discovered that there's a whole lot of cinema that I had just assumed that you had seen. That you haven't.
I mean, when you found out that I haven't seen Sound of Music and Mary Poppins, it would be blatantly obvious that I haven't seen like 90% of queer culture cinema.
Yeah.
Like Trick.
Which, you're obsessed with Coco Peru. How have you not seen Trick?
I don't know. Kiss Me Guido.
You've seen Broken Hearts Club, right?
No.
You've seen Latter Days.
Yes. Beautiful Thing. Love, Valor, and Compassion.
Okay.
It was a great movie.
You've seen The Birdcage, but have you seen the original?
La Cage? No.
Okay, you need to see that.
Haven't seen any of the Bette Midler ones. The Rose.
Beaches?
Beaches.
Guys, I think it might be time for divorce.
I told you. You're gonna revoke my gay card. I have seen Bear City 1 and 2. Does that count for anything?
I have not seen either one of those because they didn't seem like they were worth my time.
And you haven't seen Priscilla Queen of the Desert, so...
That's true. I have not seen Priscilla Queen of the Desert. That is due to the fact that it was trying to take over in a lot of theaters on Saturday nights that were already playing Rocky Horror Picture Show. And I am...
Rocky Horror what now?
Rocky Horror Picture Show. Susan Sarandon, Barry Bostwick, Tim Curry.
I'm totally messing with you. I've seen Rocky Horror. I've also seen part of the sequel.
Shock Treatment. Shock Treatment.
Shock Treatment? I thought it was Shock Therapy.
Shock treatment.
Yeah.
Completely different actors playing Brad and Janet. And
terrible movie.
Terrible, yes. But I kind of like it.
It's alright, I like terrible movies. Blair Witch Project 2.
God, wasn't one enough?
No. First one was awful. Second one was great. The newest one, I don't know. I haven't seen it. You don't want to see it, so probably end up watching it by myself. But
God, how many are there?
3.
Like The Land Before Time?
There's like 27 of those.
I know.
So yeah, there's still a plethora of queer cinema essentials that I haven't seen that I probably should see at some point.
Yeah, and we'll probably keep discovering more and more of them. As a matter of fact, you guys are watching this at home. Leave a comment below of a movie that you would consider to be a queer essential that would come up a lot in like pop culture references amongst the gays, I guess. Just to see if there's anything that we're leaving out, because I'm sure there's a ton. There's got to be a ton.
For example, I haven't seen any Madonna movie other than Next Best Thing.
You've seen League of Their Own.
No.
Evita.
Yes.
Okay.
So I've seen 2 Madonna movies. But to be fair, Evita came out when I was like 10 and I saw it when it first came out, so I didn't have an appreciation for it as much as I would now. But when I was that young, I did go through my, like, what would you call it? Andrew Lloyd Webber phase where I was, like, constantly listening to nothing but, like, Phantom of the Opera and Cats and, like...
I'll give you, like, half of your gay card back then. But, you know, like, seriously, you haven't seen Shanghai Surprise...
What?
Or Body of Evidence...
Who?
Who's That Girl? Desperately Seeking Susan.
Nope. Sorry, guys.
I don't even think that I've watched that many movies in my lifetime, but now I feel like I really have.
This is really sad considering I'm a third-generation gay person in my family. You'd think, with the amount of movies that my aunt made me or tried to make me watch growing up, that I would know some of these and no.
Yeah, but the ones that your aunt was trying to make you watch were very, like, lesbian-centric, which there's nothing wrong with.
Yeah, I don't want to watch High Art. I'm sorry if there's any lesbians watching, but High Art, I couldn't get into.
Yeah, you don't want to watch Gia so you can see Angelina Jolie's boobs?
No, I mean, there's some that I started to watch that I really couldn't get into, like Yi Tu Maman Tambien. I couldn't get into that. I
like that movie, but I could see why you didn't get into it.
I like foreign film. Yeah. I couldn't get into that one. Torch Song Trilogy, so depressing. So, my God, so depressing. When I watched that, I was like, you know what? It is, like, essential that any gay movie has to have a sad, depressing, like, slit your wrist kind of ending. And from
for a while, that was true. Like, all through the late 90s and into the early to mid 2000s, like, every gay movie that came out had a terribly, terribly sad ending. Except for In and Out, and that was just not really... I wouldn't even consider that a gay movie. That was, like, straight Hollywood's early attempt at trying to make a gay movie.
That was not a gay movie.
I'm sure there are a few out there that I haven't seen that you're going to be completely shocked by, but I can't think of any off the top of my head.
I mean, I had started a collection when Wolf Video was, like, big in advertising in magazines and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was, like, a video store only for gay people, and it was, like, really exciting. They always had, like, the latest movie. I started buying some of their movies, and so I've seen a couple indie films. I own a couple. Relax, It's Just Sex.
You've seen that, but you haven't seen Trick.
Queer TV shows, maybe different. I saw the original British Queer as Folk and I loved it. Saw the American one, it was okay, but I didn't like where it deviated from the original series.
Yeah.
So, I mean, some of it was neat, the way that some characters survived, and then you got to see what their life would have been like versus getting killed off in the British version. But, I mean, Tales from the City. Never saw it, but I heard that they're doing a remake series, so that might be interesting to watch.
Yeah, I watched a bunch of independent, like small independent queer films when in the early 2000s because I was working for Hollywood Video at the time.
Mm.
So every time we would get one, it was like, of course, it was like one of the ones that you only got one copy of for rental, and I would immediately watch it. So I watched some like LIE.
LIE, I saw that one.
The MO of MI.
I heard of it, never saw it.
Yeah, just some super obscure type movies I got to watch. I consider myself fortunate because otherwise I would never have known they even existed if I hadn't worked at the video store.
I mean, it was the same at the video store I worked at. We had a pretty decent gay and lesbian section, but I wasn't entirely out at the time. And the people I was out to, I wasn't out with my coworkers, so it was kind of awkward going and renting stuff like that. So,
I've been out since spring of 1999. Well, and to my parents since like 2000 or 2001.
Yeah, I was 18, so it would have been like 2001, I think.
Yeah.
2002? 2001.
But at that point, no, it was 2002 before I lived on my own. So, I was going to say, because most of those I rented when I was already living on my own, so it would have been a little bit later. Yeah, there's no way that I would have been able to get away with watching gay movies on the living room TV at my parents' house. Even after they knew.
Now, there was a stage where I started ordering... Okay, this is mildly embarrassing, but whatever. I started ordering those homoerotic titles, like Brotherhood 1 and 2, and Voodoo Academy. And so they came in from Amazon. My family was like, "Oh, you ordered movies, let's watch them!" And we were all sitting down watching them, and I was like just slowly burying my head in shame in the pillow, so embarrassed, so humiliated.
Probably not as uncomfortable as I was when I went and saw the movie Election in theaters with my parents.
Yeah, I could imagine.
And that was all heterosex, but still super awkward to watch it. Like, I think I was like 16 at the time, with my parents sitting right next to me.
Maybe we should watch Voodoo Academy and you'll see what I mean.
I've seen Voodoo Academy. That's why I rolled my eyes when you mentioned it.
But I did do, on the Den, a year or two ago, I started a gay retro movie review where I was watching different movies and doing a review, and might actually be something that we should consider doing down the road.
Yeah, I mean, we could pick it up every once in a while. I wouldn't want to make it every week. But, yeah, I mean, 'cause you watched like 5 movies in the last week or so that you could be reviewing right now, because we literally watched Pretty Woman, 9 to 5, Working Girl, Paris is Burning. We need to watch more.
Yes. Definitely.
So, like I said, guys, there's a movie that you're thinking of that we haven't mentioned, or that you think we may not have watched, but you consider to be queer essential or essential viewing. Let us know in the comments, and we'll take a look and see. Maybe it might end up in one of our reviews.
Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, definitely. So I think that's going to be it for us. And I wanted to say kind of a welcome back to Spencer.
Yes.
We were going to have him post on Friday, but there was a little bit of a hiccup there, so he didn't end up posting until yesterday. So that's why we're posting today. So, but yeah, a welcome back to him. It's great to see what he's been up to and kind of follow his weight loss journey after he had the surgery and everything.
He's looking incredible. Like, I'm blown away. He looks really good. And he is the happiest I've ever seen him, and I couldn't be more proud of him.
Yeah, and he said he lost 50 kilograms. That's what, like 120 pounds?
Yep.
Yeah. So that's huge. I mean,
That's incredible.
Not pun not intended, but that's huge.
incredible.
Yeah. So very proud of him. Very glad to see him pop back up on the Den, and hoping maybe we can see more of him in the future. Yeah, because it would be nice to get more of a global perspective with him being on the other side of the world, literally, in Australia. So it's their summer right now.
I was just gonna say the same thing.
Yeah.
Great minds think alike.
So it's been like 40 plus degrees where he's at, which is like, if you're using imperial measurements, that's like in the 90s degrees wise. So I can't even imagine that in January of all times. But so yeah, a good welcome back there to Spencer, and I think that's going to wrap it up for us today.
I think so.
Yeah. Well, we appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow us on Facebook for more discussion on Den topics. And
find out if my gay card did finally get revoked or not. Hopefully I can renew it for one more year.
Probably not. All right, guys. Take care.